Prep Beat. This is Thomas Lawrence and T.J. Holmes. A special River Bowl edition. River Bowl 20 is here. Enterprise is at Shasta. Shasta's won the last two River Bowls, beating Enterprise last year in overtime, 48-42. Both these teams have lost last week. Shasta a little bit more than Enterprise. Both these teams have 5-3 records, but they're two completely different teams where they're at right now.
When I look at Shasta and Enterprise this year, I look at a common opponent. When they both played Paradise, the two-time defending champion, Enterprise went on the road there earlier this year, almost got him, lost by a point despite a couple of injuries, an incredible game. Shasta went there last week and just got decimated. They lost by 53 points. They had even more injuries on top of what's already been a slew of injuries for them. You know, TJ, it really seems like the programs, despite the similar records, are in different places right now. When you look at this matchup and, you know, rivalries, of course, anything can happen. What stands out to you as some keys for River Bowl 20?
Well, for Shasta, the first thing I kind of think of is they've been decimated by injuries this year. That, you know, they're going to have to limit Enterprise's scoring chances, you know, with that defense and even with their offense by holding onto the ball, whether it be with running back Avery Hawley, Jake Calloway, or even Bailey Odell kind of dinking and dunking those receivers on the outside and everything. They got to hold onto the ball, control that clock to limit Enterprise's scoring chances.
Yeah, when I look at Enterprise, I see that they can exploit certain things about Shasta. They can exploit Shasta's youth and plenty of experience on that team, but a lot of veteran guys have gotten hurt. And when you look at Enterprise's offense, guys like Travis Hall, their tight end, who's been their top receiver of late, Brad Wood to tailback, who's a 100-yard night waiting to happen. I think those guys are what can really wear Shasta down and kind of limit how many times they can even stop Enterprise. And I also see a big chance to exploit them with their size. Enterprise's offensive line and their defensive line, which has had a great year wrestling the passer.
Yeah, well, I think that Shasta, though, can neutralize that pass rush. I mean, those are big boys coming at them, and like I said, Shasta's had to move around their offensive linemen a bunch this year. What Shasta's going to have to do is they're going to have to use Bailey Odell and throw wide receiver screens to Gavin Graham and, you know, even screens Avery Hawley and Jake Calloway and stuff, and quick passes just to get the ball out of his hand, because he can get the ball out of his hand quickly. And if they can do that, they can kind of neutralize it, you know, keep Enterprise from getting rushing the passer, getting upfield and everything too quickly. That way they can really, you know, control it, you know, kind of make sure that Enterprise isn't just teeing off on Bailey Odell. You know, and I kind of look at this and we've broken this game down all week. Numerous stories, videos, everything. You know, the question everyone kind of wants to know now is, who do you have in this game and why you take that pick? You know, we've talked about this. Picking a rivalry game, especially River Bowl with its incredible history, is always fun, but it's never easy. Even in this case, this year, where both teams have had very different tracks, I look at this game, and Shasta has home field. Yeah, they've had some success the last couple of years, but Enterprise is just too strong, too many weapons, too much to play for after that heartbreaking overtime loss last year. There's a lot of seniors who are key guys on that team who had to carry that weight, who carry the weight of seeing their brothers, guys who were seniors last year, walk off the field without it. And I think they're going to come through, and I don't think it's going to be close. Yeah, I think Enterprise is really hungry. This is that game that they really want, you know, since last year, since the overtime loss. And I think I have Enterprise, not big, but I have them in a comfortable enough margin that the fourth quarter it's not going to matter. So I like the Hornets in this one. I just think Shasta has too many hurt players, too many injuries to key players even as well. So I like the Hornets in this one.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and River Bowl 20 is starting out 7:30 p.m. at Thompson Field. Check out prepbeat.com for more high school sports information and recap and game highlights of the River Bowl.